crash occurred near Zamora in northwestern Spain. The Spanish Civil Guard is saying that there was a road accident around about midnight, the early hours of Friday morning on kilometer 65 of the A52 in that area of Zamora. It would appear that a car attempted a maneuver, an overtaking maneuver, and a tire burst. And as a result of the road accident, according to what we have from the Spanish Civil Guard, the car caught fire. Both occupants passed away. And they have indeed been identified as Diogo Jota and his brother, Andre Felipe. It's a heartbreaking set of circumstances. As I say, we are sticking with what we are being told by the authorities. The timing is so heartbreaking because in the last 3 months, he'd had a set of landmarks which for his career were outstanding and for his personal life were simply wonderful. In May, he was a Premier League winner with Liverpool. It meant that he had won everything there was to win with the club he joined from Wolves in 2020. In June, he was a Nations League winner alongside the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo and Bruno Fernandes. And that for him was a real landmark, winning something with your country. And then, of course, a couple of weeks ago, he was married to his partner, Ruta Cardoso. They had been childhood sweethearts. You've seen the pictures all across social media with their wonderful family, their baby in arms as well. And so this was a man really enjoying life. He was just 28 years of age, and suddenly he's taken from them and from us. It is an absolutely heart-rending set of circumstances, and that is why the tribute, the emotion, there's been an avalanche of it, and there have been so many people just wanting to pay their respects. The tributes are still coming into us here, but I know that Liverpool obviously have led with the tributes, and they've talked about how devastated they are at what they describe as an unimaginable loss. He was a key member, bear in mind, of their squad. He was an important figure. I regarded him as one of the best finishers at the club. He'd scored key goals against Everton this season and also against Nottingham Forest. He scored the winning goal against Crystal Palace. He really was an outstanding player. And bear in mind, the last season just gone, he was really struggling with injury. Before then, he'd been a real important figure in the side, consistent figure in the side, and so you can understand in a football context, a sporting context, the loss to Liverpool. But you know, clearly football very much second place with this. But if I just spin you through a couple of the other tributes as well. Manchester City, everyone at City is shocked and saddened to learn about the devastating news regarding the passing of Diogo Jota. We send our heartfelt condolences to his family and friends and everyone at Liverpool Football Club at this difficult time. Rest in peace, Diogo. Wolves, his former club, we are heartbroken. Diogo was adored by our fans, loved by his teammates, cherished by everyone who worked with him during his time at Wolves. The memories he created will never be forgotten. Our hearts go out to the family, friends, and loved ones of Diogo and his brother Andre. You will be truly missed and always remembered. And of course, Cristiano Ronaldo. It doesn't make sense. We were only just together in the national team. You'd only just got married. I send my condolences and all the strength in the world to your family, to your wife, and to your children. I know that you will always be with them. Rest in peace, Diogo and Andre. We will also feel it. Just some of the tributes that have been paid to a player universally loved. The avalanche of emotion and respect and love towards him and his family will continue over the coming days. He was low maintenance, but high in the good energy that really does attract kindred spirits, really does attract respect and admiration. You didn't find him falling out of nightclubs. You didn't find him engaging in Twitter beefs. or even the kind of pantomime baller league type controversies we see on Instagram and on TV. He was a kind of guy who played computer games in his spare time. You've got teenagers who are around 16 and 17 knocking on the door of the first team on the way into the top leagues, the top divisions of those leagues. Well, at age 16, Jota was still paying to play for one of his local clubs, Gondomar. He did things the hard way. He worked hard, but he embraced the joy of football that so many his age take for granted. That's a big feature of why he was so loved. And he didn't just retain the hunger to perform by working his way to Porto in Portugal and then to Wolves, where he helped them to win the league below the Premier League, the Championship, and then to Liverpool. But when he played with a smile on his face. He played in a way that inspired other people, young people, older people, fans of the club and opponents of the club to respect him, to admire him. That's the kind of legacy that he leaves as a footballer. I think when we're talking about rallying around his family, and let's not kid ourselves, Liverpool are a club that are no strangers to difficult moments over several decades. And very sadly, they have become very used to having to dig deep, to be able to support each other. And I think this moment is about supporting each other. Sometimes we ask about how Liverpool are going to support the family who very clearly need all of our love and strength and support to get through this. But Jota is also a loss for them. He's got friends and teammates and people that he's known for a number of years. And so it's quite hard, I would imagine, to divorce yourself from that and devote all of that energy outwards. I think it will have an effect on the players. I think that it may well be something that they are going to struggle to come to terms with. We are not long away from pre-season, ahead of season 25-26. But how on earth, if you're a Liverpool footballer, can you suddenly switch your brain off and start thinking about football? Yes, they're paid to do it. Yes, as we know, they're all handsomely paid to do that job. But can you really just put to one side the loss of somebody with whom you'd worked, you'd featured, you'd spent so much time over so many years, and suddenly start kicking a ball around? This is going to be a difficult moment for everybody connected with Diogo Jota, both from a professional point of view and very obviously from a personal point of view. And that's why this moment is so very difficult. His final goal in Liverpool colours was the winning goal in the Merseyside derby against Everton, and it was an outstanding goal, symptomatic of his outstanding quality. Nothing happened in the game. It's a very unremarkable game, and then suddenly, with a touch of class, he picks up the ball, he goes past 3 or 4 players, and he puts the ball into the back of the net. A simply stellar goal. And it's, if you think of any Jota goal that he has ever scored, it was very similar to that. He was, it just seems ridiculous to be talking about him in the past tense, but he was a wonderful, wonderful footballer who you could argue didn't really get the credit he deserves, but quite rightly he's receiving all the love right now. He is someone whose memory will live on at Anfield for a long, long, long time.